Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Curse Trials powered by Alienware. I'm Travis, and with me, Mr. Alex Danger. We just finished up round 1 of 3 for Group B, and saw an excellent finish on this urban setting. It was very cool. Hopefully, we'll get another circle just like that. But let's take a look at where people stand at this point. Theater of Mayhem taking first place during the last round, 11 kills, which again is an extra 22 points. So they got 100 points for first place, as well as 22 more points for those 11 kills, putting them at a whopping 122. Gorilla Core taking second place, Against All Authority in third, and we've got TSM in fourth place currently. So again, after these next 2 matches, the top 4 teams are going to be the ones that advance into the finals, which is on Saturday here on the same channel at twitch.tv/curse. So we'll see how players do during this second and third round, and see if the best rise to the top.
I mean, generally they do.
Yeah.
Squads is a little bit different, we're finding, because the strategies are totally different so far. Just because there's you have 4, I don't want to call them expendable. You've got 4 total people, so I feel like you've got more chances for someone to get caught, for someone to get hit by a Car 98 shot in a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
There's more opportunity for bullshit to happen.
It's one thing in duos to just have one person get knocked out and then you're like totally by yourself, whereas in squads you can easily win with a 3-man squad still. So I mean, we even saw that
if you're alone.
Yeah, like the one guy from last one. Yeah, he was by himself and was able to knock out another player.
Or Zalendra.
Or Zalendra. Yeah,
Zalendra's good at owning teams by himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we saw. It was the finish last round was very cool. It ended on a compound. If you guys caught that, but if you guys want to see the point system and see where everybody stands, you can use the chat command bracket, and you'll get a link to the wiki where it shows the current standings as well as our point system, and you can see where everybody stands. You can tap on the tab that is Group A and see which 4 teams qualified last group, which was. There was some big teams we've had.
Cloud9.
Cloud9. We had.
It wasn't the Loot Goblins. Was it Team Booger?
I think Team Booger did qualify. You
I've
guys
already
can tell
forgotten,
us in the chat,
I'm
but
getting old.
I know. We've got It was some
Cloud9,
FlyQuest,
Kinguin,
FlyQuest, and Kinguin,
and Team Boogers,
Booger. Yeah. So three pro orgs will be those 3 pro orgs will be in the
Team
finals, and then we'll see if TSM or Method or any of these other big name teams.
I want to see like an IEM preview.
Yeah.
I want like an IEM preview, because I'm really excited just to see like what sort of production that ESL comes out with.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really interesting. I think they kind of right now they sort of they're setting the stage for a growing competitive scene. A lot of people are really excited. They're giving away a lot of freaking money. People are flying out. People are going to 2-week-long boot camps beforehand. It's pretty crazy how fast we're moving here with PUBG esports, Travis.
Yeah, especially given that the game does have still some pretty big updates that it needs in terms of some of the gameplay, but overall, like it's a pretty solid game. I call it like the best worst game.
The best worst game.
It's such a good game, but there's still some issues.
We all love it so much.
Yeah, it's so addicting.
That we all love it so much that it's really hard to see when we're struggling to get bugs updated, because we care so much.
Yeah, and that's why I think the community is so voiced, is because if it wasn't a game that anybody cared about, nobody would say anything. But
we hate it. It's so much.
It's so close to being like a big gold mine. I mean, it already is. It's like the number 1 Steam. But
doing real great.
Let's jump into the game though. We have the plane coming down.
We're in.
Yeah, coming down from the north down to the southwest here. So again, split down the middle of the map. So a lot of stuff up for grabs. Pollyanna looks
all alone. Look at all these teams going east.
Yeah, a lot of east parachuters right now, so we'll see. We've got a couple people eyeing Pochinki against all alliance or authority.
Method
looks keep going.
Method seems like they're starting to adopt a Pochinki strategy. Leighton looks like he's trying to find a vehicle over here, but Method fanning out, trying to score some vehicles and maybe go back into town to loot. We'll pay attention to that.
We've got a military squad: Godspeed, Bernopoly, Kaisuko, and Master.
Let's see if they find a vehicle that would be most fortunate.
I want a Southern Circle, Alex.
Yeah,
I have been asking
too,
for a Southern Circle, not even in the Curse Trials, but even just like last night we were playing duos for like, we played like 5 or 6 games, and in every game it was like a North Circle. It's
like alarms went off at Blue Hole. It's like, quick! 1 million people have tweeted that they hate Southern Circles. Flip the switch.
I want to see a military or like a Novo finish. I feel like I'd never see that, and it would be pretty epic to see that. Especially in a competitive scene. But we shall see here any second. We do have an even 60 alive still. No one's gone down. People getting into their spots, getting their loot on. If you guys are just tuning in, we do have the AR spawns turned up to 2 times. We've got the ammo at 1.5. It looks like Rame's going to take out Sam there. Sam only had a micro Uzi, so no range at all.
Taking him down. So we've actually got 2 squads. Both of these squads, oddly enough, split from school to apartments. So that's our first kill.
And Ducky Quack by himself.
Plain waffle. Just a plain waffle. That sounds so dry and just like not even appealing
syrup
to me. Like, dude, throw some chocolate chips.
Wow, look at this circle. Super east.
Oh,
so that is actually, you remember we had this circle in our last duos event, and it was actually very cool for the finish because this is very rare. It ended kind of right where your mouse is right there, and it was like over in these like wooded kind of burnt out woods area, and it was very cool to watch.
Here?
Yeah, remember that? That was a really cool finish. So maybe we'll see an interesting finish here for round 2 of 3 for Group B.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Ideally,
it's better than like a Godka Fields. Right. I feel like I don't think anybody likes the circle ending on like a flat crop field. It's just it's very boring.
I'll take it over water and cliffs any day. But you're right. It's not super high on the most fun circles. What's the most fun circle for you, Travis? You like this area?
I like any kind of urban finish.
Urban finish?
I love urban finish. Whether it's a big town or even like last round where it's just a singular compound. I want structures, right? I want some buildings and some walls. I'm just not a very big fan of like tree or field finishes where it's just all open. I like trying to be very tactical about like which room I clear and what doors I open or don't open. That's the kind of circle I like.
An urban finish is really fun for at least for the spectator and for the stream. I think just because we can use first person so much and we can use the X-ray. There's lots of intense Monk-esque type moments. But do a little bit of spinny poo here. Protege is trying to link up with his teammates Daznex and Plain Waffle. Ducky Quack is inside this apartment and he's actually out the front door now. He's running north. He's actually trying to get to school, I think.
Oh, he just got shot at for the Car 98. Plain Waffle with the Ducky Quack.
Plain Waffle, no
knocks
helmet.
His helmet off.
Peeled his cap back.
And that afro hair just popped out.
Just like a chia pet.
Ducky Quack actually
he wants
trying to fake him out. Opens the door.
He
opened the door down below, trying to make them think he's gonna go ahead and run in, which is what they think, and he wasn't able to do anything about it.
But the ultimate mind game, because now he is it.
It's like
now Daz and Plain Waffle have one choice. They can take a lot of fall damage, or they can fight this player that's pushing into their building.
Well, they can take no fall damage if they jump right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They can jump out the front. That's for sure.
But it's super risky to do that. It's a kill box if you land in there and you get stuck. They also have no idea. Like we know what's happening, right? They have no idea if there's like another 2 team members on the other side of the town, right? So
he's actually made it up to the 2nd floor staircase.
He's just running around.
He's just making some noise.
Not very cautiously at all. I think he just wants to pick up some kills.
Flexi, Ramses, Saib. I'm not sure where any of his teammates are.
Ramsey's right there, and he got that first kill. I don't know. There's Flexi way over there. Yeah.
Not sure these players are going to be fighting each other any soon. Method, yes, did actually end up going back into Pochinki.
So Flexi, Rames, and Ducky and
Waffles
Saib
moved down.
Oh boy, super hurt. He's gonna go and run away, get his heal on, but he's being pursued.
Chase. He doesn't know which way he went.
Yeah,
he's clearing.
But Plain Waffle is getting ready.
There's someone else coming down. A little bit of a potato.
Yeah, able to pick it up.
Quack's now super hurt.
Finishes the kill. Nice job. Now he's gonna watch for Plain Waffle. Nice job by Ducky.
To assist.
Can Ducky pull off another kill?
Nice
oh, man. I thought he was going to have that. Nice job by Prodigy. He's going to get the revive on Plain Waffle. But then Ramsey is pulling in. I think he's alone with Flexi.
Ramsey and Flexi are on their way.
And this is Rush Milta is this team. Ramsey and Flexi are on Team Rush Milta. Nowhere near Milta.
Damn, Method already actually, Itzy and, it looks like Itzy and Larson actually already pulled out of Pochinki ahead of Andy Pyro and Energetic Turtle. But Ramses, there's not really a whole lot of point in taking this fight. And even if Flexi's here, it feels like there's not a whole lot of point.
I think you're right, and I think that was communicated at some point because Plain Waffle did back off, and is going to link up with Flexi, and they may not even challenge. They may just get out of there.
We've got the Groza. So we've got Groza on the field. Not quite as exciting as EWM, but this player's still kind of moving around.
It looks like they are going to break that contact off and start to move
like
in.
the right play.
Got a team. Havu still in Primorse. Did pretty well last round.
I believe Trey Scott, Turtle Boy, Mellow Mike, these guys are all on a team. They were holding down. They were dug inside that compound last round.
I think it's pretty confirmed now at this point. TSM is definitely into the Georgia Pulse strat.
Yep.
Obviously, I mean, what do you think? Do you think they're hoping for a George Circle, or do you think they actually prefer what's happening now so they can stay alive longer in the non-white zone and just move in later?
I think it will always get you really good loot because there's more loot in George than like anywhere else almost.
Definitely.
If the circle spawns on you, that's just even better.
Yeah.
So it's really just kind of like a perk.
Kind of a
you really need to land someplace where there's enough loot for 4 people. That's important in squads.
Yeah. Where your camera's at right now is where we saw that duos finished last Curse Trials, which is really interesting. We'll see if that ends here in this kind of burned forest for this squads match. We've got Wildcard Gaming there, kind of holding down that area. They're probably not going to move out of those houses until they need to. Got some Poliana squad moving on out.
Nobody's over here in Novo. We've got Havu. Seems like we've got a few boats.
Yeah, going for a little ride.
It's pretty quiet right now.
So much action.
Pretty quiet. G-Core with their split strategy. They try to put a little distance between each other. Not enough that I don't think that they can respond if one of the houses gets pulled up on by a squad. They're not quite that far away.
I'm personally a big fan of that strategy because, like you said, I mean, let's say a full 4 squad pulls up to one of them. At least the other 2 can actually help, and the enemy team might not have any idea. They're going to be focused on the 2 players that are in the house, right? And it might be easy shots for the other 2 players to just pick off. This Dacia is going to be driving right in between.
I think they're on the team.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Landude's doing some jumps. Hit a tree a little bit earlier, but they actually managed to link up. Wildcard is all together. Got a bit of a caravan moving in over here. THC, what's Yuki's team name? Can you tell me? I don't know.
Yeah. So let's see. Yuki.
Man, Andy Pyro and Energetic Turtle are driving right by their side.
Yuki is on Millennium.
Millennium, okay.
With Sez, Damian,
oh
Yuki, and THC TV.
Oh no.
Oh. So we'll see a frag. We'll see a frag come out. No.
Maybe.
Nope.
I mean, they're in the circle here, so
yeah, maybe they're just not.
They don't have to keep going on a vehicle, but
sucks to lose one though.
That is a bit of a flip.
That is right in the middle of the road too. Someone's gonna see that.
Taxi down.
We do have someone get knocked out. Ramsey's gonna be knocking out Plain Waffle.
Action is coming.
And Plain Waffle's dead.
These teams finally found each other.
Yeah, they did. It's all Prodigy now.
Holy moly. I think Ramses is taking shots from somewhere else.
It does sound like that from the behind here.
Flexi's pushing up the hill. Shifts a lot. Is not on Protege's squad over there, although he is also orange. Protege's just running. He's just running, man. He doesn't want to fight.
It's a 1v2,
which is smart.
And it's super early. You don't want to get knocked out this early. So.
Saib was shooting at Ramses.
Yes.
I think he sees him.
You are right with this.
No, Saib's on their team. He's 100% shooting at Protege then.
Yes. Unfortunately, only has a 2 times on the SKS, so he is on the lookout for a 4 or 8x. Absolutely.
Oh.
Got some action down at Melta Lantoon, knocking out Yuki.
Jimmer has a nade out. Gonna go ahead and throw.
Nice.
That is unfortunate for Millennium. But they're not out yet. Damien and THZ are down the road. They're okay. Sezco and Yuki are unfortunately French toast.
Yep.
Oh
TSM finally driving out of George super late. They're making their move.
Oh, man. It looks like a Bikini Model, I think, got downed in the water, and actually En Silenzo picked him up before he drowned. What happens if you're downed in the water is you start drowning immediately. So most people don't get picked up after they get downed in the water or out of a boat. French toast.
They're like all swimming.
Travis doesn't appreciate my French toast joke.
I honestly didn't hear it.
Because Yuki is French. Your team is French. and got loaded up by a UAZ. So, bit of a fight going on up here. Reporter running into Ramses. This yellow squad, Flexi running up the hill. Reporter's going to lose the fight. Ramses wins.
Job.
Saib is down. Shifts a lot. Is still pushing in from the blue. Ramses is going to try to heal up. We do that. Winnie has to try to win this 1v1. Ramses finishes off Reporter. But shifts a lot.
Yeah.
Is actually Winnie's teammate, and he's on the other side of Ramses
he sees
now. Ramses is dead. Come on. Shifts a lot's got to land these shots.
He does. He's going to wait for
Is he going to wait for him to stop moving?
I think he's waiting for a confirmation kill. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because he knows if he takes shots now.
Winnie's taking heat, though.
Save your teammate, Shifts. There it is. Oh,
very hurt. 1
man.
HP on Ramses.
There's the health.
Winnie doesn't have an angle because there's this little ridge, but Sir Shifts a lot is moving. And he knocks out Shifts. Ramses is healed up, and Ramses is still on the high ground.
Oh my gosh, he made it out.
Now he's fighting with Protege. This is 3 squads up here. Protege is still up here, way to the south. Oh my goodness.
Ramses making some plays right now, man. He got first blood.
Winnie's picking
at
up
school.
Rules.
Dude, if he has a nade, man, pop it down there.
No.
Nice job by
Rule
Ramses.
finish.
Now it's just we do that Winnie. Super low on health. That's a kill.
Nice.
Ramses.
Protege is going to have heard all that.
If he kills
Protege's
Protege
alone, and so is Ramses.
Oh! A nice hit onto Protege. Nice return fire.
Ramses, see, the thing is, Ramses has so much loot. Like, Ramses has been around a couple corpses already, so...
He does not have a vest anymore now, though.
Only a 2x on the 3K. He's taking those one-tap peeks. It looks a little wonky on the spectator, but those are just really quick little one-taps.
There's a nice
he actually lands
shot.
the headshot with
Dude.
the 3K.
Okay, at this
Holy
point,
moly.
round 2, I'm saying Ramses MVP of round 2. How many kills does he have?
I'm not sure. We will check back later. I saw a lot of shooting over here. We've got Team Method. Oh, no.
Looks like he died from
Rashiku.
falling.
It looks like Rashiku jumped out of his UAZ before it exploded, which is actually really smart because if you get exploded in a UAZ, you're insta-dead.
Right.
But it looks like Method actually is being pulled up on by someone else. Andy just took a lot of damage. Energetic is taking some really far shots. That UAZ is on fire. Lunatic FPS is running for his life. And he's safe. Although he is separated from his teammates. Wildcard Gaming are still in a good position. We've got a few coastal teams over here. G-Core. Hexate is swimming around. Did they kill someone over here? They must have killed someone over here. He's swimming for the loot. I like it. I like it a lot. But we're going to see some water play, inevitably, considering the circle. Let's see where the circle is. Oh my god, Travis. Oh my god.
I don't understand.
It couldn't be worse.
Yeah, the Milta Beach is awful.
I can't even bring the map over anymore. Like,
if you,
it's
zoom,
so
if you
awkward.
zoom in some, you can. But it's not so good.
So G-Core is going to be shooting at some of these boats who will probably be driving around out here for a long time.
That UAZ was on fire, no?
I don't think so. I think
Oh,
I
I
just
thought I
have
saw
X-ray on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just have X-ray on. It looked yellow.
I saw the fire.
That was the Groza from earlier. So people are still making their way, and Ramses, the lone wolf. Ramses all alone, trying to get some kills, but he doesn't have a vehicle, and the blue is coming, so we'll see if that can work out for him.
So check this out. Look at Nova right now.
Nova.
We've got TSM there.
TSM is in
They
Novo.
actually went down the west bridge, anticipating maybe like a little bit more of a... It's actually
Oh
gonna
my
work
goodness,
out.
there's a boat.
There's 2 boats. They're going to be good. So they will probably be moving in with the blue on this next circle and come in like at the very end, I'm thinking, is what's going to happen. But we will see.
I'm ready, Smack. Pick me up. All right. TSM looks like they're going to be okay.
Yeah, no action going to happen there at all. Until they have to move in. Havu still have 4 up, looking pretty good.
Mixie's getting really close to this other squad over here. Oh, Trey Scott and his teammate
Scott
Fleur.
goes
Actually, they were
down.
trying to hike up the hill.
That was some nice shots by Mixie.
Mixie's a great player. Mixie did really well last month in the Curse Trials as well. Flurry's going to try to return, though.
Yeah. Mixie is pushing up a little.
Are these teams shooting at each other out here? Oh, no. I don't know why I tried.
It'll go away. I don't know if they are. Turtle is knocked out by falling, though. Probably another crash.
We'll get rid of that bug here in just a second. Tilda looks like he might die, so we'll go ahead and spectate him. See if we can get him finished off over here by G-Core.
It's weird that the bug goes away, like, if you spectate someone that dies.
Yes, it is weird. I wish it didn't work that way, Travis. You're absolutely right.
Is Trace about to die? He's bleeding out.
Yeah, we'll just leave it on Trace. So as long as you leave after spectating,
right,
it's okay.
Okay.
So TSM is still in Novo. Looks like maybe they're doing a little bit of trading, some late looting.
Yeah.
Trace is bleeding out slowly. Please die faster, Trace. Let's just check in a couple of these other teams.
Yeah, so this
they
next
are
circle,
shooting from the boat.
It's still water. Yeah.
It's a boat war. And
there we go.
We're good. Lovely.
Yes.
Thank you. That's working as intended.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Ramsey's made it back in. Ramsey's found a vehicle. So Ramsey's the great. He's been quite great so far.
Yeah, he's been doing really well. Taking some shots on that boat.
That's a boat full of players.
It is. A full 4-man squad, man. All they gotta do is blow that thing up. That's Cody Ryder and his squad.
They actually managed to bail, so they're not gonna die to the explosion. But this squad way out here is actually in a pretty bad position themselves, just because their boat got exploded. They got a long swim ahead. Luckily, there's plenty of white for them to hang out in.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's plenty of white zone. G-Core still holding this coast. Looks like Method has linked up here. They're all together. Wildcard Gaming still holding these buildings down super duper strong.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it would be kind of cool. Like, if you pull up the map, it'd be kind of cool if, like, there was some kind of, like, traced line around the island. And if, like, the circle was here, it would actually trace around that southern and southern-east part up against the coast.
Oh, yeah?
And, like, that would be the blue. So it wouldn't be, like, a perfect circle. But it
would,
like, cut the water out. Like, you can't just...
So no
like,
water.
all water is, like, no-go. Or maybe it gives you, like, I
So
don't
it
know.
just, like, kind of lassos around?
Yeah, yeah.
Or something like
no,
that?
No more swimming. No more swimming.
I think they're working on a fix for that already. We'll see if it's implemented by next weekend. That'll be really interesting if they implement a water change by IEM. Otherwise, people are going to be pretty upset, I think.
Yeah, the last one had some pretty...
There were some water finishes at Gamescom.
Pretty bad water stuff at Gamescom, yeah. We got TSM moving on up from Novo.
TSM is actually in a perfect position to, like, land those boats and actually climb their way up that cliff, so I think they're going to be okay. But they're all alive still. All 4 of the boys.
Duh, boys.
Duh. Bages. Flurry. Flurry and Tilda aren't actually on the same squad. Flurry was Trace God's teammate. All these players are still swimming in. Got lots of burning boats. Everything's very slow. We got 42 players left.
There's a lot of people still.
Tilda.
The Tilda.
Scared for his life. But he's got some good tree cover from that hill, so the Havu squad can't kill him.
I imagine TSM is, like, super looted at this point.
Ramsey's.
He's gonna die. And here comes a 4-man squad.
Run, Ramsey's, run.
Oh,
holy moly. Did he kill himself?
He
said he died from falling.
Yeah, he must have jumped out.
He's like, screw this. I'm not giving him 2 points. Damn, that's toxic. Holy moly. Holy crap. So, next circle's going to be posting here in about 20 seconds, and then we'll know what kind of game we're looking at, Travis.
Yes. It could be a pretty interesting finish if it lands on one of these
power finish?
Yeah.
That sounds
I don't
really
think I've
cool.
ever seen that.
It could go anywhere.
Fingers crossed. We have way too many people in the water over here. This needs to go
a lot
away.
Of people up here. Turtle boil. Can they get up this rock? I think they can. They definitely can. Circle has been set. It's a small power spawn.
Nice.
Wildcard is still in these houses. Wildcard THC is by himself over here. Holy moly. Against All Authorities still alive as well. TSM has to move in past a couple squads.
Oh, that's going to be hard because they've got Havu, who's probably going to... Havu's eyeing that compound there, and they're going to go ahead and take that, and then TSM's going to have to run up onto that compound unless they skirt way west and go up to the very west side of the circle here, which it looks like they are doing. It looks like they are kind of pushing a little more.
Nobody's actually in small power yet. Havu gets downed. Havu and Silenzo, sorry, gets downed as they pushed into this town against this red squad that's held up. Rogue, actually. Sultic, Aladdin. I think they're going to be able to pick up.
Yeah, that's an easy revive for sure. Against All Authority, looking really good right below you here on the right in that little compound there. Yep. That's an excellent position to be in. Andy Pyro and his team going to go ahead and take over Little Power.
Holy moly, Andy just knocked out Jimmer with a headshot over inside this these houses that they've been holding for the last 15 minutes. So an impressive shot by Andy. It can be so hard to see players through those frosted windows at this
He definitely
distance.
sees them. Ooh, I thought he was going to take a shot right there.
Let's see what Geis is looking at. Shiv knocking out Bikini Model with a headshot to that Car 98. That's this Havu squad is having some issues. Havu in some issues.
Havu.
They have some issues. TSM has decided to move north.
Have you any wool?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I'm done.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. It's good. I've made worse. Oh God.
No!
I'm an idiot.
The water bug.
I need to stop doing that.
We have fun here at
Let's
the
see.
Curse Trials.
Who's gonna die next? Who do you guys think's gonna die
TSM
next?
did exactly what I thought they would do. They went way west instead of trying to challenge that compound on the south. They went way west up here, and they're actually going to have themselves a Harry Potter tower on that side, and that's actually going to be a really good position. There's actually nobody over there to challenge them at this point.
Under the sea.
Lots of smokes being popped over here.
Life is much better. TSM's made it into the circle.
Yeah.
Methods inside of small power.
That's a really good position to have, especially if this circle pops up to them here any second. Blue's coming in. We're going to find out
Looks like we fixed it. Monopoly really, really low. Running in the open. Method is going to have sight around a lot of this circle, but unfortunately.
So you have to be careful here too. You see these little things you can run on top of?
Yeah.
You can actually get stuck in those.
You can get unstuck with some cheeky hiking pretty easily. It's not impossible to get unstuck if you fall onto those pipes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Andy Pyro is going to kill Mellow Mike there, and Aladdin's going to finally kill Havu Jorski as well. Shiv knocking out Fantastic with the Car 98. 37 left now. We've got the new circle posted, and against All Authority in the best position right now over there in that compound.
Yes. G-Core. G-Core is out in the open over here. Taking shots. Woody Rider. Extremely low. Gets downed by Hexate. Jempty. Nobody seems to be getting him up yet.
Energetic Turtle.
Jempty actually just got finished by Energetic Turtle. Jempty was like full HP down and nobody was looking towards him. But Energetic Turtle just has this crazy cheeky angle on top of G-Core in those woods. So Method doing some work right now, but they have to move soon.
During all of this fight, TSM's kind of just sneaking around. No one's over there on the northwest side, man. They're just going to try to push in slowly. I think they're going to be... If they play it safe here, they can place pretty high in
these
this
poor
round.
coastal squads, man. Just getting chewed up by everybody.
Yeah.
Lunatic FPS actually managed to catch Andy Pyro, who's running outside of small power. Lunatic FPS is over here by himself. He lost his teammate finally, Tilda. IT knows where he's at, though. IT knows where he's at, though, and Leighton's moving to capitalize.
There it is. Nice
Finished off
shots
by
from
Energetic Turtle. Yeah, it was nice. TSM is up there. You still see him.
Yeah,
Wildcard
they're
Gaming is
slowly
moving
pushing
now,
in.
too. Jimmers and Adacia. As is Landoon.
Shiv going to kill Chris there with the M16. And I don't really mind Havu's going to get knocked out by True or Tifu. And And then Fussface is actually going to finish off the kill onto Bernopoli, bringing it down now to 27 left.
27 still, jeez. Yeah. Orax is down right now. So this Complex team, he's actually getting picked up as we speak. Complex team's looking good still. Oh my goodness.
Rogue is still up, and they're making their move in those vehicles. They're trying to push up. Blue's coming in. Lots of stuff happening right now. People getting knocked out all over the place.
Wildcard Gaming looks good. IT gets down. Energetic Turtle's the only one remaining from Method, I believe. This G-Core team is just holding down this solid position. It's got a nice little bowl of grass on top of this tiny little plateau. It's really an amazing position.
Team Solo Mid's far west flank just worked out because the circle just posted up on them. And they're fighting
right next to
Wildcard Gaming.
Wildcard. They're right on the lip.
Vis
of
has to
this
communicate
ridge.
this right now. Able to knock Jimmer.
He's just late on the trigger. Just finished it up. We're gonna go ahead and throw grenades.
That's gonna work out, I think. Yes,
A little bit of a
massive
bump.
damage.
They're pretty low. One more. A little too far.
Geis and Monster have a really good, solid block of concrete here, though. But they get knocked out from hacks on the west side. Or on the east side, I should say, on the left. Geis all alone now.
Landoon is still up. Landoon is with them as well. Against All Authority from these houses are still wreaking havoc, and they have to move soon, too.
Yes, 25 seconds for the
G-Core
blue.
also. Onyx with the Groza getting knocked. See if Tifoy can make the trade.
Able to do it, man.
G-Core's down.
Wow.
G-Core's out. Rogue is still up. Havu's still up somehow. I don't know how Havu is still alive. Against All Authority is still okay. AA Shiv is sort of in a forward holding position. He's going to see these Havu players moving from the west side.
Insolenzo gets knocked out there by Monkey with a headshot scar. And he's going to finish
Insolenzo
off that kill. 17 left now.
Just lagging a little behind. TSM is going to see these Havu players to their right.
If they look a little more to the right, Smack needs to look a little more to the right if he's going to catch him. But he's getting a little tunnel visioned on Against All Authority. There he sees him. Oh, that's an easy kill right there. Bikini Model goes down.
Don't really mind.
And there it is. Chronix, or Break.
Don't really mind actually killed by Break with that Car 98. Rogue is now down. Killed with a vehicle explosion. So we've got 4 Against All Authority members versus 3 wildcard.
And they have
members.
Circle. They have new Circle Against All Authority does. So TSM's going to have to move to them.
This is 3 squads remaining. We got 3 left for Wildcard Gaming. 4 left for TSM. 4 for Against Alter.
Geis and Monster, they're still just harassing TSM. TSM has to make a move here pretty quickly. There's 45 seconds. They have to move all the way over those all 4 Against the All Authority team members right there. AAA. Shadow taking some hits from one of the TSM players.
Landoon is inside of Adesha. He's going to ram into these other vehicles, try to make himself some cover.
But because he was one of the first ones in there early, might not work out. He's going to get shot from so many directions right now. Break, getting eyes on Shadow. He sees him trying to move out.
He knows he's got a level 2 helmet. He's trying to be patient.
Geis is going to really mess TSM up here. When they have to move out here in 15 seconds, Geis could totally screw it for them. If they
There's only 2 more members of Wildcard.
Yeah.
Monster just got knocked. Nice shot by Break.
Wow.
Headshot with that Car 98.
This is when you make the move. This is when you make the move. 3 seconds for the blue to move. They know one of them's down.
Shadow's going to be able to crawl and be safe, though, I think. This is up top taking a fight with Geis. Geis is in the blue. Geis is almost dead.
Geis is probably going to go down right here. I think this is going to make sure he makes it out. They're going to start making their move. Geis gets knocked out by the play zone.
Landoon is the only remaining member of Wildcard Gaming. Right now it's Against All Authority versus TSM.
Here we go, TSM. All 4 of them pushing up against All Authority. Marius gets knocked out. Geis stays to the play zone finally. 9 left now. Oh man, easy shots for Monkey. Break is down as well.
Oh my goodness, a little bit of a jump. Actually managed to catch a couple bullets, and he gets dropped by Break. Smack's still alive.
Break gets knocked out now by Shadow. Oh my goodness.
This and Smack, the original duo. Smack, it's down.
Not able to do it.
This is why it's still up, though. Landoon is still alive. Landoon just got finished by Shiv. It's Vis versus 4.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's going to be a hard win.
Yeah,
Honestly, 1v4.
absolutely. Man, Against All Authority pulled out all the stops there at the end. They absolutely just every time we looked at them, they just seemed to be really communicating and moving as like a full unit. You know what I mean? Like they all had cover. They had like the ridge, right? They had everybody looking at different directions and making sure nobody could come to them. And then they got the circle, and that kind of did. That was a huge benefit, of course. So everyone had to push to them. But excellent job by that team. TSM pulling off a second place win or a second place there, so not too bad at all.
Great finish.
Wildcard Gaming with third there, and Havu pulling off a fifth place finish, and fourth place right there is Rogue. So not bad at all for these teams. That was round 2 of 3. So round 3 is where it's all going to count, and we're going to see who is going to be in the top 4 and is able to qualify into the final.
TSM definitely seemed like their short time together. They've been together for about a week now. They're at the Logitech HQ boot camping and meeting each other and stuff. Sounds like it's really been paying off.
Yeah,
they've been playing the super ultra passive early game, though.
I was going to say, yeah,
Like
I mean,
1,000,000%.
that was only a 3-kill game for them, but second place. So very slow, but I mean, the second place win's going to get you 90 points.
I wonder who made the Novo call, because that was really interesting. Most people would just drive straight in,
Yeah.
but they made the Novo call. It wasn't guaranteed that there would be a boat there. It was pretty risky, in my opinion, but it ended up working out, I think.
For sure. But excellent job to Against All Authority, pulling off that first place win, getting a lot of kills too. Very good finish for them. But we'll be right back in 10 minutes for round 3 of Group B. That'll be the last match for today, and we'll see who gets qualified into Saturday's final, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Alienware 25-inch gaming monitor with NVIDIA G-Sync technologies packs premium gaming performance features into a powerful display. Fully adjustable screen takes immersion to the next level and provides comfort for long hours of gameplay. Power your visuals with Alien Effects reactive in-game lighting effects. Experience flawless graphics and rapid-fire gameplay with ultra-responsive 240Hz refresh rate. 1 millisecond response time delivers fast-action, seamless transitions. Compatible with GeForce GTX, NVIDIA G-Sync eliminates tearing and minimizes stutter for a sharper, smoother performance. Turn up the intensity with lifelike NVIDIA ultra-low motion blur. Alienware 25 gaming monitor with NVIDIA G-Sync technology. Get the gaming experience you need.